Hi, my name is Gregory Vasquez, and I'm the head of customer service at AnastasiaDate. We're a leading international online dating service provider. And I manage a team that is basically responsible for making sure everyone is having a fun, safe, and enjoyable time on our platform. It's also my responsibility to make sure that no scam or fraud is found or has any place for it on our network. I've created a series of videos on the topic of international online dating and what you need to know to make sure that you have a fun, safe, rewarding, and successful time on our platform. In this video, I want to talk to you about social media and how it relates to international online dating. I want to make sure that you're aware of any implications associated with using social media so you can avoid any awkward situation. If you're from the West, you're probably familiar with Facebook, right? You probably even have a Facebook profile. Reality is, if you're not using Facebook, you're probably on LinkedIn or Twitter, Google Plus or Instagram or something else. It's pretty much everyone that's on some type of a social network if you're 18 and above or if you're not dead. The reality is that people from all over the world are using social media. But that may not be limited to Facebook, for example. For example, in Russia, what's very popular to use is vk.com. It's actually very similar to Facebook. In Ukraine, for example, it happens to be odnoklassniki.com. And that's actually very popular for most people that are even in their teens all the way through adult. Imagine if I went to your profile on Facebook and started cruising around looking at your different photos. What would I be kind of led to believe? That you like fishing, that you've got lots of girls, maybe even ex-girlfriends. I don't know who they are. Reality is we don't know. And that's something you just got to keep in mind. Anyone who looks at your profile or vice versa, if you look at theirs, you really don't know what's going on and what's behind these photos until you ask or until somebody tells you. But it's always a good idea to make sure that you're social network friends first before bringing that up. Otherwise, it might look like you're kind of stalking. All right, so let's say, for example, you're looking at my profile. What are you going to think when you see a photo of maybe some girl giving me a kiss? Are you going to think that that's my girlfriend? Of course not. In some parts of the world where I've been to, it's perfectly fine to have a work colleague give you a kiss on your birthday. In this case, that's what you'll find. But you never know. It could even be my mother, it could be my sister giving me a kiss. Again, if you don't have the context, you might jump to conclusions and make me look like I'm a bad person when in reality, I've done nothing wrong. All right, so you want to know more about this girl that you're dating? You can always ask her if she'll add you to her social network. Now, don't get upset if she doesn't necessarily just say yes because you're not that close yet. In some parts of the world, it's perfectly fine to, not even add anyone who you haven't even met yet, at least in person or face to face. So give it some time and everything will be all right. So what happens if you call your girlfriend out and you're like, who's this guy? Well, number one, she's probably going to be thinking you're stalking her because she doesn't know that you're looking at her profile. Not to mention, you've just come across as maybe being a bit jealous. And that's not going to go over well with some parts of the world. And girls are all different. And you could offend her and she may never want to talk to you for the rest of your life. So don't go this far only to make a mistake and have social media be the reason why your relationship ends. So what's the best tip I can give you? If you're going to be using social network to find out more information about members, keep an open mind. And just remember, you don't know the full story until you ask. And it's always a good idea to wait until someone says, hey, maybe we should connect on social media. Well, that's it for now. I'm going to come back later with another video on giving you some tips on how you can be successful with international online dating. I'm Gregory Vasquez, and I'll see you again soon.